Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Nicole. I'm based in Singapore. And this year, I've attempted to do my first ever project pan. And in today's video, we're gonna check in on our progress because I reached a goal and I can't wait to share with you guys. This update took a little longer than I expected because I haven't been wearing makeup that often. I thought I was going to get a job sometime in February, but unfortunately, the job market has been pretty bad, so I'm still currently unemployed and I don't see a need to force myself to wear makeup when I don't have to. So I've only been wearing makeup if I'm going to like town or family gathering or if I'm filming like today. So it took a bit of time. Before I talk about the products, I wanted to share sort of like a reward system that I came up with to motivate myself to use the products because this is after all a long-term project and I find that I need a little bit of motivation to keep my momentum going. So the system goes like this. Whenever I finish a product, like completely empty it, I can take the amount that it took me to buy the product and set it aside in a savings challenge. So I got this savings tracker from Shopee. It's super cute. So you can see that there are different amounts. So there's like 20, 10, 15 or $5. So for example, if I finish, let's say my Chanel foundation and it cost me like $50, I can then set aside $50 into this savings challenge. So I'll probably color in like 20, 20, and 10. So that's 50. I think this will be super motivating to me to physically see how much money is actually well spent and how much of it I'm actually spending wisely and using it properly. So that is the first rule. The second rule is if I use a product a total of 20 times, I'm gonna give myself $2 to do whatever I want with it. So I can either put it towards the savings challenge or I can use it to buy like a dipping. So that's very small rewards for using my product. So for example, if I use a product 20 times, then 40 times, then 60 times, I will give myself $2 each time. So that adds up to $6 and then I can do whatever I want with it. So yes, I hope my explanation makes sense. And I'm super excited with this introduction of like a reward system. I think it will keep me super motivated. And it's just some cheap thrills or dopamines along the way to keep myself going. Starting off with the first product, we have my Chanel Le Beige foundation. And the goal was to use it 20 times, which I did. And I made a second marking here. And since I hit my goal, I decided that I'm going to roll this out of the project. So this is completed, goal is achieved. And then I'm going to roll in this foundation. This is the MAC Studio Radiance Serum Powered Foundation, sorry. And the goal is to also use it 20 times. This is a slightly fuller coverage foundation than the Chanel, and because I haven't been wearing makeup that often, I don't find myself reaching for it, but I do want to get some uses out of it, so I'm gonna roll this into the project. Second item is my Chanel Le Beige Water Fresh Blush in the shade Light Peach. I believe the initial goal that I set was to use this 20 times, and I made an initial marking over here. So far, I've only used it 9 times, and I'm thinking of changing the goal to finish it by the end of this year because it's coming 2 years old in May. I recall seeing that the shelf life is only 6 months, which is quite short. But to me, the formula hasn't changed. No change in smell as well. So the goal is to finish it by the end of this year, hopefully. I'm going to set a minimum usage goal for each month of 5 times. Fourth item is my Urban Decay All-Nighter Spray. This is the travel size, and the goal was to finish it up. So far, I've used it, I believe, 6 times? Yep, 6 times. So this is gonna stay in the project until I'm done with it, which hopefully should take about 2 to 3 months. The next 2 items are lip products. So first up, we have the 3CE Shine Reflector in the shade Nectar. The goal for both is to use it 20 times, and I've used this 9 times. I use it mostly when I was traveling in China because I find that, I don't know, I tend to be more bold with my lip colors when I'm overseas as compared to when I'm in Singapore. So still got 11 more times to go for this. And then for the Clinique Black Honey Lipstick, I completely did not touch this at all. I don't know, I'm just not gravitating towards this color or formula. But since this is getting pretty old, this will be 2 years old in May. So I'm gonna change my goal to finish it up. I know it's not easy to finish a lip product up, so I'm gonna set a minimum usage goal for each month. So I have to use this 5 times minimally each month, with the end goal of finishing this hopefully by the end of this year. Last product is a perfume. This is my byredo Mojave Ghost perfume. The goal was to also finish it because, as you can see, I left slightly, like maybe 1/4 of it. Yeah, but I haven't reached for this at all. I think I'm subconsciously trying to save it for when I get a job because I find that this is a very clean and very neat scent that I find is perfect for corporate office. But I think I just need to use it up because it's about 3 years old at this point. I bought this back in 2022 when I was in Melbourne, so yeah, got to use it up, and maybe I'll set a minimum usage goal as well of 5 times each month. So those were the initial products that I introduced in my project pen introduction video, but there are a few items that I realized I want to use up this year as well, so I'm going to roll them into a project. So first up, we have this primer. This is the Suzanne Make Keep Base Primer, and this is, I believe, for oily skin to help keep your oil at bay. And I haven't reached for this at all in the past year. I believe I only used this once ever since I gotten it. So the goal is to use this 20 times, and I will see how it gels with my foundations. Next item that I'll be rolling in is my Chanel concealer. This is in the shade B30, and I don't know why I agreed with the sales assistants that this is the correct color for me, because if you compare with my Chanel foundation, this is so much pinkier and more salmony. It is not the correct shade of concealer if I want to use it all over my face, so I haven't been reaching for it. But since I've been getting like pretty dark under eye circles, I thought that I should roll this into the project to use as an under eye corrector, since this is also about, it's becoming like 2 years old in May as well. So the goal is to finish it, and I have to use it a minimum of 5 times each month. Next item is a Rare Beauty product. This is the highlighter in the shade Exhilarate. And if you can see, this shade is currently slightly too dark for my skin tone, but it's maybe like 2 shades darker, so I haven't been reaching for it. And also I find this to be super glittery on my skin, so whenever I wear it, it's like a streak of glitter on my cheeks and my nose. So I haven't been reaching for it, but I'm on the fence of whether I should declutter this, so I figured I'll roll this into the project and use it 20 times to try and figure out how to use it and see if I can find a way to make it work before just decluttering it, because it's pretty expensive. So the goal is to use this 20 times, and if after 20 times I still can't make it work, then I will have to declutter this. This is also another highlighter. This is the, I don't know how to pronounce this brand name, Juicy highlighter in the shade H01. This is the very popular jelly highlighter that's been trending on TikTok, and I got this because I fell for the trend, but I have no idea how to make this work. Like, if you can see, it's not really like a liquid, it's like flecks of glitter mixed into like a glue formula. So yeah, I have no idea how to use it. I can't just rub this directly on to my cheeks because I find that it kind of lifts my foundation up. So yeah, I haven't been reaching for it, but I want to try to find a way to make this work. So I'm rolling this into the project. The goal is to use this 20 times. Next item is a lip liner. This is the Smiley Lip Blending Stick by byredo, and it's a very neutral dull pink color that is, I would say, pretty similar to my natural lip tone. And I'm rolling this in because I feel that I've been neglecting this. I haven't used it in like maybe a year as well, so I want to get some usage out of this before it goes bad. Can't really remember when is the expiry date. Oh, it says here, expiring in 2026. So yeah, the goal is to also use this 20 times. More lip products. So this is the Hera Spicy Nude Gloss in the shade 462. This is ridiculously old. I think I got it in like 2021, but it still works well. The smell hasn't changed, and there's still quite a bit of product even though it's a mini size, and I really like this shade. So the goal is to finish it before it starts to turn bad. Second item is the Chanel Rouge Coco Flash in the shade 90. This is turning 2 years old alongside all my other Chanel products. So the goal is to use this up. It's a pretty ambitious goal, I would say, but I just want to get as much usage as I can before it goes bad. I'm gonna set a minimum usage goal for each month of 5 times, as with most other products in this project. So hopefully by the end of this year, I can make some decent progress on it. That concludes the end of my first project pan update. I'm not sure when the next update will be, but hopefully by then I've hit most of the usage goal as well, and hopefully I'll be close to finishing or done with my Urban Decay setting spray as well as my byredo perfume. So that's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.